Hello guys, welcome back to alGOds, and today we would be discussing this interesting question, and the question name is count distinct pairs with difference k. So let us first read the question. In this question we are given an integer array and a non-negative integer k, and we need to count all the distinct pairs present in this array with difference equal to k, right? Okay, so let's understand it through a sample case. So let us consider this case where we have 5 elements 1, 7, 3, 4 and 2, and we need to find all the pairs where difference is 3, right? So k is given to be 3 here, right? So if I take this pair 1 comma 4, or let's say we take the pair 4 comma 7, then the difference of these pairs is 3, which is equal to our given k, right? So in this way we have to form all the possible pairs in this array such that the difference comes out to be k, right? So the simple approach to this problem would be that we consider every possible pair, right? We consider every possible pair, calculate the difference, right? And if the difference comes out to be k, then we would increment our count, right? So for this we would require to go through every pair of elements, and the time complexity of that would go to big O of n square, right? Okay, so now let us try to reduce the time complexity and do it with a better approach, right? Okay, so what we can do is we can use sorting followed by a two pointer approach to solve this question in a better time complexity than O of n square, right? Okay, so let us first sort this array and then discuss how we can apply the two pointer approach, right? So let us sort the array. After sorting, it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 7, right? And k is given to be 3 here, right? Okay, once it's sorted, what we would be doing is we would set two pointers I and j at the starting of the array, right? So I is 0 initially, j is 0 initially, and we would also take another variable count which would store the count of all such pairs, right? Now we would iterate this array till either of our pointers reaches the end, right? So we would be iterating till the end, and in each iteration what we would be doing is we would calculate the difference aj minus ai, right? Now there can be three cases that this difference comes out to be less than k, right? In this case we need to increase some a difference so that it becomes closer to k. So in this we would be incrementing our j pointer. If the difference comes out to be greater than k, then we need to reduce it to get closer to k. So in this case we would be incremented our I pointer. If it comes equal to k, then we would increment our count, right? And simultaneously update both of these pointers to consider the rest of the elements, right? So for every iteration we would be considering this difference, and based on these three conditions we would be incrementing our pointer and the count variable, right? Okay, so let us do this. So initially I is 0 and j is also 0, so the difference comes out to be a0 minus a0, which is 1 minus 1, which comes out to be 0. So 0 is less than 3, right? So we would increment our j pointer. So j pointer is removed from here and comes here. Now again calculating the difference, it comes out to be 2 minus 1, which is 1, which is again less than 3, right? So we again increment the j pointer. Okay, now j comes here. So the difference now becomes 3 minus 1, which is 2. Still 2 is less than 3. We would again increment our j pointer, right? Okay, now our j pointer is here and I is here. So the difference comes out to be 4 minus 1, which is exactly 3, which is our k value, right? So in this case what we needed to do is we would increment the count variable and simultaneously update both the pointers, right? So count was initially 0 and now count becomes 1, right? And we would update both the pointers. I comes here, right? And j goes here. Now again calculating the difference comes out to be 7 minus 2, which is 5. Now 5 is greater than k, so in this case we need to increment our I pointer, so I comes here, right? Now let's again calculate the difference. So the difference is 7 minus 3, which is 4, which is again greater than k, so again incrementing the I pointer, I comes here, right? Okay, so again calculating the difference is now 7 minus 4, which is 3, so we would again update our count and simultaneously both the pointers, right? So I comes here and now j goes here. So j has reached the end of the array, so now we would stop iterating, right? And the answer stored in the our count variable is the number of pairs with difference equal to k, right? So this was the approach. We first sorted the array, right, and then applied the two pointer approach, right, to find the number of pairs with difference k. Now to sort the array, the time complexity was O of n log n, right? And in the two pointer approach, we iterated through the array in a linear fashion, so we took O of n time. So the overall complexity of our solution is O of n log n, and we only used three variables, I, j and count, and we didn't use any extra space, right? So the space complexity of our solution is O of 1, right? So I hope you have understood the solution. If you have any doubts, please comment out in the comment section below. Thank you.